So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams, while you were chasing everything else but me. I'm starting to break out from your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. I'm not backing down, cause the future is now. Not backing down, cause the future is now. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now.
Hi there, folks. Trivia will begin in now. Welcome back to another episode of Fast Facts Live. I am your host, your quizmaster of ceremonies, Dan O'Keefe, and I was planning on shaving today, and then I didn't. And that's my life update for you. My other life update for you is I was on a walk today, and a cat presented itself to me, and it was the best moment of my life. Also here is Tom. Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. I didn't invent rain pants, but...
No, you didn't. Not yet. We're on the concept, though.
Creative Land. We do a movie podcast, a trivia live stream, and we have rain pants.
Yes,
pants
exactly.
For rain.
Well, it's like, oh, what do you mean Purina was a movie company in the 70s? They were. They produced movies in the 70s.
What do you mean?
We need to
Michelin
diversify.
Reviews restaurants.
They make tires. Exactly.
I bring this up because that's the first thing Dan brought up to me when he logged in, and I'm still dumbfounded by the idea, and that nobody's come up with it yet.
Yeah. Dumbfounded in a, why isn't it there yet? Not dumbfounded in a, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. I can't believe I founded a company with you.
Sure.
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, Tom?
I mean what I mean.
Anyway. There are
I'm doing
26
great,
questions about rain pants.
Better not.
Other articles of rain clothing.
That don't exist yet?
Yeah, exactly.
We have an entire trivia show completely full with questions about a product that doesn't exist.
It's conceptual trivia. It's really hard to get the answers right, but it's also really hard to get the answers wrong.
That's
You
a
know,
fair assumption.
You could be right, like, so long as
Maybe
one of the
crazy.
questions isn't like, what day will rain pants be invented? And your answer is like, March 4th, 1945. No, that's wrong. But you could
We
pick
don't know.
any day in the future, and you'd be at least maybe right. We have rules.
Oh, do we? It doesn't sound like it.
We do. Here they are.
Hello, I'm Charty. Welcome to Fast Facts Live. Here's how to play. There will be 5 rounds of 5 questions each. You will have 20 seconds to answer each question. You must submit an answer for every question. If you don't know an answer, take a guess. After each round, Charty Bot will ask you if you want to double or nothing. You can only use it on 1 round per game. If you got all of the questions correct, you will earn twice as many points. If you got at least 1 question wrong, you will earn 0 points for the entire round. You will wager between 0 and 10 points for the Hail Mary question at the end of the game. If you answer correctly, you will earn the amount you wagered, and if you answer incorrectly, you will lose that amount. A tiebreaker question will be asked to everyone at the end of the game. Answers to this question will only determine the winner if teams are tied for first place. Don't cheat, think fast, and have fun. Good luck, let's begin.
I have horrible news, Tom. I've received word from my mother. Rain pants are a thing. They currently exist in my parents' basement.
Not only do they exist, but they're in your childhood home.
Yeah, they got a pair.
Are they
Maybe
used?
more. I don't know.
Were they ever used?
No, they're still in the original packaging. They're collector's items.
There was packaging?
I don't know.
These were marketed and sold at a place of business?
These were absolutely in a Sears catalog in the 80s and 70s.
The 80s and the 70s.
Yeah, I like to do
Nobody
decades
ever
going
says it that-
backwards.
Yeah, nobody ever says it that way. It's still correct.
Right? Western movies were popular in the 50s and 40s.
The 50s and also the 40s.
And also the decade prior, 1930 to 1939.
Wait,
That
hold
would,
on.
if somebody wrote a paper like that and they were making a list, and every time they put another item on the list, they did it a different way syntaxically, I think I would burn down their school.
Is this in the AP style guide? Like, if
AP
you're
style
listing-
guide. No.
If you're listing
Bad.
years, do you have to do it in chronological order? Or in an order that makes sense?
I don't think that's in the style guide because I don't think anybody would have gone against that.
Right. Well,
Academy Award winner in 1945, 1947, and 1946. Why would you do that?
because you're nuts.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of nuts, we have a bunch of teams who are here. Thank you, by the way. And here you are. We have Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my! Saturn's moon Tarkek. Mom and Dad are back. Solo returns. Thelma's California Cool Parents. Mediocre Mr. Fox. Egg Girl and her thirsty sidekick Scrambled Eggs. And Tarzan's Boys. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into the game. Starting off with the thirstiest round we can think of. Round number 1. Please, take a seat. Question number 1. What are individual seats with rounded backs that are found in sports cars called? That's right, we're starting off with an easy question. 20 seconds. Question number 2. What Jack Antonoff band derives its name from a seating structure most often found in sports venues? 20 seconds. Question number 3. A flight attendant typically spends takeoff and landing in a seat called what? Number 4. Remember that movie I Am Number 4? I don't. A bicycle seat is officially known as a what? And question number 5. The term 0-0 is attributed to what kind of seat, referring to 0 altitude / 0 airspeed? 20 seconds. That is it for round number 1, double or nothing if you are also referred to as 0 altitude, 0 airspeed. If so, it's a weird nickname for your bullies to call you. Let's move on to round number 2. Round number 2 is presidential candidates being super cool. That's right, this round is all about people who are running for president and being cool cats while they were doing so. Nothing cringeworthy, nothing goofy, nothing like that. Just full of cool, hip, hop, happening septuagenarians. Question number 1. What presidential candidate appeared on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In 1968, uttering the phrase, "Sock it to me"? 20 seconds. Question number 2. In 1992, Al Gore referenced what band on the campaign trail when he said, "George Bush is out of time, Bill Clinton and Al Gore will be automatic for the people"? 20 seconds. Number 3. Question number 3. In an attempt to drive up the youth vote, in 2016, Hillary Clinton said that she wanted people to what mobile game to the polls? You add the name of this mobile game to the polls at the beginning of it, and you get the phrase. I didn't know any other way to word this question. 20 seconds. Question number 4. Jimmy Carter, in an interview with What Magazine, once claimed that he committed adultery in his heart many times. Who hasn't? And question number 5. Following a speech to a fraternity in 1996, Bob Dole sat down for an interview with Tabitha Soren, host of what channel's Peabody Award-winning program Choose or Lose? 20 seconds. And that is it for round number 2. Double or nothing. If you're a cool presidential candidate who's going to start posting hip-hop happening TikToks, or what's going to be the next thing? TikTok's hot right now. You got to figure out what the next cool thing to be on to get the kids' attention will be. I think it's crack.
Did you see Spotify updated to look more like TikTok?
I did. I saw that. I don't have the update on my phone,
either.
but I saw the presentation. Me too. I open Spotify to then put my phone down.
Right. I open Spotify.
I'm not gonna be
I want it to look like an iPod. And
yeah.
just give me my music.
I want it to have a scroll wheel.
There's a website that'll do it, but it only works with Apple Music right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It'll get there.
Yeah.
Once it's Spotify, I'm ditching the Spotify app and just using that.
I have too many stats. I got to keep my stats up. I can't lose all my statistics.
all my Spotify miles. I gotta keep.
Yeah. Exactly. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, Tom and I will probably still talk about statistics. So look forward to that.
Broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, but darling, you were meant to survive. With every start, we are born again. Open your heart, spend this time in your head. With
Hey, we're back! And then ever. Fill in the blank with whatever adjective you want. We're back and taller than ever. We're back and smaller than ever. Whatever it is, we're back. Let's go over the answers for rounds 1 and 2. Starting off with round number 1, please take a seat. Are you sitting? Good. What are individual seats with rounded backs that are found in sports cars called? You know, have you ever seen a bucket? You know how the seats kind of don't look like them, but they're called bucket seats. Question 2. What Jack Antonoff band derives its name from a seating structure most often found at sports events? That is bleachers. Fun fact. It was thought that I concussed myself as a child by running headfirst into the bleachers.
The last Bleachers concert I went to, one of my friends nearly concussed themselves by running into a bleacher.
Wow. Were they also running to tell their mom the cost of M&Ms?
No.
Oh, well, we're not the same then. Question number 3. A flight attendant typically spends takeoff and landing in a jump seat. Are you my deadhead? A bicycle seat is officially known as what? This would be the part where I grab a bike seat and show it to you, but I didn't want to get up and take the seat off my bike. It's called a saddle. So whenever somebody goes, back in the saddle again, you know they're talking about a bicycle. In question 5, the term 0-0 is attributed to what kind of seat, referring to 0 altitude, 0 speed? No one got this one. It's an ejection seat. So you can bail from a plane that's on the ground and you'll be alive. Moving on to round number 2. Presidential candidates being super duper cool. What presidential candidate appeared on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In 1968, uttering the phrase, "Suck it to me"? I didn't say it like that because it was Richard Nixon. He said it like that. Question 2. In 1992, Al Gore referenced what band on the campaign trail when he said George Bush is out of time? Bill Clinton and Al Gore will be automatic for the people. He was talking about REM. Hip. Question 3. In an attempt to drive up the youth vote in 2016, Hillary Clinton said that she wanted people to what mobile game to the polls? She wanted them to Pokemon Go to the polls. Not Pokemon to the polls, Pokemon Go. Question 4. Jimmy Carter, in an interview with What Magazine, once claimed that he committed adultery in his heart many times. That was with Playboy? You could, in the past, you could read it for the articles. Now you can't read it anymore because they don't publish it, but there you go. And question 5. Following a speech to a frat in 96, Bob Dole sat down for an interview with Tabitha Soren, host of what channel's Peabody Award-winning program Choose or Lose? She was the host of MTV's Choose or Lose. Let's move on to round number 3. Continuing the theme of movement, airplanes. Heads or airplane tails. We're going to show you a picture of an airplane's tail, and you tell us what airline it is. Airline number 1. Look at this. Look at that. What's the name of this airline? 20 seconds. Question number 2. Another airline. Another logo. What is that? Question number 3, airplane number 3, livery number 3. Livery? It's
Livery.
one of those. Livery? Okay. Livery. What airline's livery is this? Question number 4. If you've seen a movie, this airline is a part of the plot of one of those movies. And airplane, question number 5. Look at these. What is it? And that is it for our heads or airplane tails round. Double or nothing if you think that you can open an emergency exit door while the plane is in flight.
They weigh approximately 36 pounds.
Yeah, but do you know how much force you would have to push with to open it in flight?
A lot, because it opens inwards.
About with the force of 126,000 pounds.
Oh, I had no idea you actually knew the answer to that.
I
That's
saw
awesome.
that. I saw that in a TikTok comment today.
What a weird way to find new information.
Oh yes, yes it is. It was a comment. I follow a TikTok account of 2 lawyers who talk about whether things, like in court, what would happen with this. And it was a video of some guy having like a mental breakdown on a plane, and
Oh, the guy from Boston? Recently. That was a thing that happened like 2 days ago.
he called himself a biblical figure.
Oh.
Balthazar. He called himself Balthazar.
I thought he literally just straight up called himself literally a biblical figure.
I am a biblical figure. But they said that he attempted to open the emergency exit while in flight, and someone commented that would take this amount of force to do so.
You literally cannot do that.
Yeah.
Physically.
Well,
Yep.
maybe you couldn't. Let's move on to the next round. Lost and found media. Media that was once lost, but is now found. I meant to say it like that. Question number 1. The original live performance of what Christmas song, the best-selling single of all time, was thought to be lost for 70 years until it reappeared in an episode of CBS This Morning. What's the song? Question number 2. Margaret Hamilton appeared as the Wicked Witch of the West in 1976 on an episode of what long-running children's show, which went unseen for over 40 years until it leaked online in 2022. It went unseen for over 40 years. They had one screening of it in 2019 that was never released to the public, and then it leaked online in 2022. But that would have been too long for the whole text on screen. Question number 3. ACK! 3 animated specials based on what mononymously titled comic strip aired in the late 80s, but were never seen again until being uploaded on YouTube in 2015. What's the comic? Question number 4. Mr. Rogers Talks About Conflict, which has never been rerun following its original airing, was made in response to what 1980s TV movie about nuclear war? If you were around at the time, you probably remember the movie. And question number 5. Somehow, what movie, the first Best Picture award winner, was thought to be lost until a print was discovered in France in 1991? 20 seconds. And that is it for our Lost and Found media round. Double or nothing if you were once lost, but now you are found. How metaphorical.
Are we killing the fattened calf, or
What? I don't get it. What is the fattened calf?
you literally you literally just quoted the Bible?
Oh, did
You're
I?
a biblical figure. No, it's the prodigal son. Come on, you went to Catholic school.
I didn't. I went to CCD.
You went, well, then you
I'm
went
a
to
child of
Marquette.
public
You should have
education.
learned this at Marquette. You took theology at Marquette.
I took multiple theology. I took 3 theology classes at Marquette.
No, from what is lost has now been found. Kill the fattened calf, etc., etc.
It actually says, etc., in the Bible. Too long. I haven't read it all the way through. Just kind of got the highlights.
The Cliffs Notes.
Anyway, I have to respond to my priest who is texting me right now, so we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll have answers and questions. You know, it's it. Hi there, we're back. Haha, hooray! Tom and I were talking about anthropomorphic turtles who survive nuclear attacks over the break. I bet you were all talking about that too. Real quick, if you want to support us, you can give us money on Patreon at patreon.com/FastFactsLive. You can follow us on social media at FastFactsLive. You can spread the word and tell your friends. That's the best way to support us. More players, more fun. That's about it. Will we have a new episode next week? Drum roll, please.
Maybe.
Maybe!
If my schedule holds, I will be off work at 4:30 in Vegas, which means this starts at 6 o'clock Vegas time.
Mm-hmm.
So if my schedule holds, yes.
Everybody cross their fingers and book flights to Vegas and burn down whatever Tom's hosting.
No, please
Yeah, don't do that. But yes, we plan on having a new episode next week. So
don't. We will let you know by Tuesday.
we will let you know by 4:35 on Wednesday. Pacific time. Let's go over the answers for rounds 3 and 4. Starting off with round number 3. Heads or airplane tails. This first airline, God save the king. It's British Airways. This airline, which is on the tallest building in Los Angeles, so it is obviously Korean Air. Airline number 3. I have no idea who that dude is. It's Alaska Airlines, headquartered in Seattle. Airline number 4. The movie I was talking about is Goodfellas, where they talk about the Lufthansa heist. It's Lufthansa. And airline number 5, that is Emirates, Saudi Arabian's flag carrier. Lost and Found Media. The original live performance of what Christmas song was thought to be lost for over 70 years until it reappeared in an episode of CBS This Morning. That was White Christmas. I'm Margaret Hamilton. Appeared as the Wicked Witch in 1976 on an episode of what long-running children's show, which went unseen for over 40 years until it leaked online in 2022. That was Sesame Street. They said her appearance was too scary. Question 3. Ack! Too many carbs! 3 animated specials based on what mononymously titled comic strip aired in the late 80s, but were never seen again until being uploaded in 2015 to YouTube. Kathy. Kathy. Mr. Rogers Talks About Conflict, which has never been rerun following its original airing, was made in response to what 1980s TV movie about nuclear war? It is The Day After, which scared Ronald Reagan, which is kind of a bad sign, considering he was already the president. And question number 5. Somehow the first Best Picture award winner was thought to be lost until a print of it was discovered in France in 91, and that was what Red Bull gives you. Well, Wings! Man, that would have worked so much better if I didn't hit the button wrong. Anyway, let's move on to round number 5. It's our toss-up round. It could be anything. It's this. Following his assassination of Abraham Lincoln, John Wilkes Booth uttered the phrase "Sic semper tyrannis," a quote associated with the assassination of what other historical figure? Question number 2. The Cinerama Dome in Hollywood is the only example of what type of structure that was made of concrete? Question number 3. Happy birthday, Freddie Prinze Jr., who kind of went to high school with what fellow actor, at least when Doogie Howser wasn't filming? Question number 4. What's the name of the nearest known star to the sun? And no, it's not Dan O'Keefe. And question number 5. Television journalist Linda Ellerby hosted a news magazine on what television channel from 1992 to 2015? That is it for round 5. Double or nothing if you hosted a television news magazine from 1992 to 2015. If so, hi, Linda Ellerby. Thanks for playing. Let's move on to our last round, our last question. It's the Hail Mary question. Place your bets anywhere from 0 to 10 points. You can see your scores. To give you a category before you place your wagers, it's about history. The category's history.
I love how I put that background image and realizing it's not about feet. So
It's about feet.
it's not about feet.
The only way to get this question right, send us pictures of your feet. Don't.
No.
Feet are gross. I
There's
don't
no
get
way
it.
to do that. So don't.
There's a way. The mail. Mail us some toes. Don't do that. Don't. Feet are gross.
Dan.
I'm just gonna keep saying it, but don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, here's the question. Happy International Women's Day! March 8th was declared International Women's Day after women gained suffrage in what country in 1917? 20 seconds. And just in case of a tie, one of the earliest purported Women's Days was organized by the Socialist Party of America, which has been dissolved for how many days? That's it. Those are all the questions. We're going to take one last break, tally up the scores, and see who won. I'm just going to keep rolling over the fact that I said brank instead of break. Don't go anywhere. Hey, we're back. We got the scores tallied. We know who won. It's time to let you know who won. But first, let's go over the answers for the toss-up round and the Hail Mary. So first, toss-up. Question number 1. Following the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, John Wilkes Booth uttered the phrase Sic Semper Tyrannis, a quote associated with the assassination of what other historical figure? A2 Brute, Julius Caesar. Question 2. The Cinerama Dome in Hollywood is the only example of what type of structure that was made of concrete. Somebody called Buckminster Fuller. 1, great name. 2, it's a geodesic dome. Question number 3. Happy birthday, Freddie Prinze Jr., who kind of went to high school with what fellow actor, at least when Doogie Howser wasn't filming? That is Neil Patrick Harris. I always thought that Freddie Prinze Jr., his wife is Sarah Michelle Gellar. I always thought that any of his family members would also be a junior. Like, she would be Sarah Prince Jr. Just felt right that way. I don't know. What's the name of the nearest known star to the sun? That is Proxima Centauri. And question number 5. Television journalist Linda Ellerby hosted Nick News with Linda Ellerby on Nickelodeon. Hail Mary question. Happy International Women's Day! March 8th was declared IWD after women gained suffrage in what country in 1917? In Soviet Russia. In the Soviet Union. And our tiebreaker, no tie. One of the earliest purported Women's Days was organized by the Socialist Party of America, which has been dissolved for a mere 18,329 days. That's how long we've been having this show. 18,000 days. Those are all the answers. Now let's see the standings. Starting in 8th place. In 8th place. I hit a button wrong. I messed up.
Dan.
I fixed it. I fixed it.
Hold on.
We run this show like a well-oiled machine.
There we go.
In 8th place with 8 points, Egg Girl and her thirsty sidekick Scrambled Eggs. In 7th place with 10 points, Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my! In 6th, Tarzan's Boys have 12 points. In 5th place, Solo Returns has 14 points. In 4th place, Thelma's California Cool Parents have 15. And in 3rd, Mediocre Mr. Fox has 18 points. In 2nd, Mom and Dad Are Back have 20 points, which means in 1st place, with 25 points, Saturn's Moon Tarkek with 25 points. Congratulations for winning this week's episode of Fast Facts Live. Since you won, you get to pick between an Amazon gift card, a Creative Land Shop gift card, or the cup. You want the cup. Pick the cup. Thank you to everybody for playing this week. Very special thank you to our patrons, and the biggest thank you of all, as always, to Tom for producing the show.
Thank you for hosting.
You're welcome. We will be back next week.
Hopefully.
That's right. That's what I say. That's how I'm sound when I'm confident.
If time zones weren't a thing, we'd absolutely be doing it.
Well, you mean if you traveled back in time 2 hours when you went to a different time zone?
No, well, kind of. I'm flying a drone in Vegas, and I only have a daylight permit.
Okay, so if the sun moved differently.
If it was dark outside by that time.
It'll be daylight savings. It would still be bright in the Midwest.
Oh, I totally forgot daylight savings happens. This has happened twice now, where I fly to Vegas on the day of daylight savings. I have like a 6 a.m. flight. I'm going to lose an hour. This is going to be awful.
Yeah, that is going to be awful.
Ugh.
Anyway, we plan on being back next week. In the meantime, everybody stay safe and have fun. Bye-bye.